Yeah, certainly pleased with the win. We've, played Temple. That's 3 times, and even that's the 5th time I've coached against one of Aaron's teams here the last 2 years, and they're always absolute battles because they're so defensively sound. They're tough. They're physical. They rebound, and they don't turn it over. And so to win with that margin, you're obviously really pleased and proud of the guys. I thought early in the game, they came out with an incredible amount of energy, and they're getting out and blitzing the ball screen. And I thought we just needed to kind of settle down and keep it moving a little bit. We were a little flustered early, but after we and they made a couple tough shots over the top, but I thought after we kind of got through that first 7-8 minutes, I thought we settled in, made the simple play with the ball. I mean, you look down, you only have 7 turnovers, 18-7. You like that. We started making the simple play, and some good things happened. Vic's rim presence was really something. Odie I haven't looked at the numbers, but he has 12 rebounds. I mean, him on the offensive board with 5. That was something. It was good to see Landers get it going there. I knew if he kind of kept playing, the ball would find him and the ball would go in. Thought he did a terrific job on Damian Dunn, who's a terrific player in our league. And then obviously, Micah Adams-Woods really anchored us and defended well. I could kind of keep going down the line, but Dan Skillings gave us a lift tonight. I know he's sitting up here with us now, but maybe probably not probably it was the best game he's had as a Bearcat, and I think anybody that's around our team every day knows that he ain't even scratching the surface of what he's capable yet. So, but timely, and it's happened for him because he's worked at it every day here consistently with a different focus, especially the last 5 or 6 weeks. So that was timely, and those were big minutes for us, and we're pleased with that. The last thing, for David to have the kind of shooting night that he had, you look down, he's 2 for 10, 0 for 3, and for us to win by 30, that's a good sign for our team because he's not going to do that multiple nights in a row. So anyway, pleased with the win. Now it's time to get ready for a big-time game tomorrow.
Okay, take questions from within the room here. Please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Please wait for the microphone just for the benefit of our transcribers. We'll start with Justin, please.
Wes, is that the best game you guys have played this season?
You know me, Justin. I'm not going to sit here and reflect right now. Like, we played well. That's a good basketball team. We're proud of that. It's about tomorrow now. Like, we can reflect after the year. We've played well throughout points of the season. We keep improving and getting better. We'll figure that out at the end of the year. I hope we have a best game still left in us.
Go over here to the left.
Dan, obviously Roman Catholic. How did it feel to put up a career-high game against Temple?
It's always fun to play against friends and people I know in my hometown, of course. Got a lot of family watching, but it felt good, man. The coaches and the players give me a lot of confidence in myself. They believe in me, and I appreciate that, and that's what gets me going.
Okay, on the right over here, please.
As best as you can say that with the timeout, it was 16-6 Temple. What do you say at that point that we're allowed to hear?
It wasn't a contentious timeout at all. It was just, let's settle down. Let's continue to move the ball and do our job. Let's not get flustered because it's not going our way. And honestly, there wasn't a whole lot to it. Settled ourselves down and kind of kept playing. And they made some really tough shots early. You hope that you guard and force them to take tough shots all night. You kind of feel like most nights, if you can keep defending like that, it's going to work out. And I thought it worked out by the end.
Justin.
Dan, you had those 2 putbacks early. Did you feel like that got you going, just getting some boards and seeing the ball go through?
Yeah, man. It's a good rebounding team, and I know getting to the boards is going to get us going, get me going, and that's the best for our team. So I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Did you know you were feeling it when you gave the 2 small hand gesture to Reynolds?
Just in the game, confidence and momentum. So that's it.
The coach would prefer he just sprints back on D.
Yeah, very true.
Over here.
Wes, Damian Dunn starts 2 of 2 from the field for 5 points. You guys hold him to 7 points on 2 of 14 shooting after that.
Who, I'm sorry?
Damian Dunn.
Damian Dunn, yeah.
2 of 14 shooting the rest of the game. What was the difference in the defensive game plan?
Well, that's probably a better question for Landers, but I can tell you from where I'm sitting, you guard as a team. You do, but the matchup is important, and I thought Landers was prepared. I thought he did a great job of staying down and staying in front. One thing about Damian Dunn, it's almost like he's going to make sure you don't foul him before he shoots the ball. Like, it's almost like he'd rather get fouled than shoot it sometimes, and you see his free throw rate. And I thought Landers did a great job of staying in front, giving him no angles, not allowing him to draw a foul. I know they got that one late on the elbow, but I thought Landers was phenomenal on him, and I thought our guys did a nice job of giving him some support. But he's a terrific player. The credit goes to our team and then Landers Nolly, because he was terrific defensively. Let me just say, like the guy sitting beside me here, he's a complete player, man. Like everybody knows he can shoot it. He's been in this league for a while now, but he guards. He makes plays off the bounce. You know, he rebounds, and he knows I want those things even more from him. But he's turned into a complete player, and you saw that tonight with his matchup.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned Victor Locken's presence there on the rim. He tied an AAC tournament record tonight with 7 blocks. Overall, what did you think of his performance tonight? He went, I believe, 6, 5, and 7 blocks. Just talk about his performance tonight.
Yeah, you know, you guys heard it in my opening remarks. His presence at the rim is, you know, I thought there were some stretches this year in league where we were really defending, and some of the analytical stuff, you know, said that was true. And Vic's rim presence has a lot to do with that. He was moving tonight like Vic back in January before his ankle, or back, you know, December and January before his ankle injury. When he moves like that and he doesn't reach in and commit silly fouls, he's got as good of a rim presence as we have in our league.
Wes, what was it like, you know, the second time around not having the game plan for Caleb Battle? The first game he played, and then the last 2 against Temple he didn't for you. What was it like having the game plan for Temple without him?
What was it like having the game plan without Battle?
Yeah.
Well, you know, listen, he's a guy that can get 20, 30 every night. I think he was leading our league in scoring, you know, so that's certainly somebody that makes them much more dynamic offensively. But you know, we've, you know, and I hate that for Aaron, but shoot, Rob Fennessy, John Newman, Victor Locken missed time. That's college basketball too. But it certainly is a different prep to defend them without Battle on the floor.
Back over here, please.
How good was it to see Mike Adams-Woods hitting? When he hits, it's another dimension for you guys.
I thought he defended his tail off. You know, we'll go watch the tape briefly because we got to prepare for the next one. But I thought he really, really defended. And that's where he sets the tone for us when he's that locked in. And then obviously, you know, they were going under him and they were kind of closing out short to him. And I believe in Shuey as a shooter. He works at it every day, and he made some big ones.
Over to Justin again.
Landers, what does Dan having a game like that, does that elevate the ceiling on this team, whether for the rest of this tournament or whatever comes next?
Oh, for sure. I mean, when Dan checks in the game, he immediately brings us energy, no matter if it's on the defensive end or the offensive end. So him playing like that, I hope we get used to seeing that so we can have fun out here.
Landers, you kind of mentioned on Dan's play there. What were you guys thinking? 7-0 run by Dan right there to really set the momentum going for this afternoon. Obviously, the final 33 minutes there started with that run. Overall, just talk about how that momentum changed there after that 7-0 run, and what were you guys able to do to really propel to that next level?
Basically, we played off him, honestly. I mean, he was rolling, so we're just trying to find a hot guy anytime, no matter who it is. And he had it going, so he lifted us up, and we were able to take off after that.
Okay, time for a couple more. Go over here.
Landers, you mentioned after the last game, the back and forth you and Dunn had, just going at each other as competitors. How much, if any, did that impact your play today?
I've been watching film since that day. I looked up, I saw 30 on the scoreboard. I felt tremendously disrespected. So I just went in, prepared better, listened to coaches on staying down, not letting them draw fouls and get easy attempts at the free throw line and giving them easy opportunities. I just tried to make it hard as I could today.
Okay, final question in front here.
Were you able to watch any of the Houston game, and do you take anything from that with what East Carolina did against them for a little bit?
You're asking
No.
me? Oh.
No, you familiar for Chess?
Whoever wants to answer.
And Andre Morgan had the scout. He was at the game live scouting along with some assistants from Drew Adams on our staff. So they watched it. Guys, it's tournament play. I don't ever think about what's next until we win the first one. So I have not thought about Houston until the last 10 minutes, but that'll be the center of my focus from now and until we play tomorrow.
Cincinnati, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.